पे रख दो। हेलो गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू टेक स्पिनर। इस वाली वीडियो के अंदर मैं इस वाले BenQ मॉनिटर के बारे में बात करने वाला हूँ। आपने अनबॉक्सिंग वीडियो देख ही ली होगी, वो रॉ अनबॉक्सिंग थी क्योंकि जो डिलीवरी कर रहे थे उनको मतलब उनके सामने ही वो खोलना था बेसिकली, राइट। इसका जो मॉडल नंबर है वो आप देख सकते हो है वो है GW2485TC। तो ये अभी मैंने वहाँ से लेके आया हूँ उनके सामने अनबॉक्स करके। यहाँ पे पीछे BenQ की ब्रांडिंग है, राइट। इस तरीके से एक चीज़ मैंने नोटिस करी है तुरंत ही इसको खोलने के बाद, यहाँ पे फिंगरप्रिंट जो निशान है वो आ रहे हैं। सो बट पीछे कौन इतना ध्यान रखता है, मतलब पीछे इट वॉन्ट मैटर, बट समथिंग विच आई नोटिस्ड, यहाँ पे जो है इसकी पावर कॉर्ड लगेगी। ये जो मॉनिटर है ये डायरेक्ट USB-C के थ्रू हम चला सकते हैं। इसके अंदर एक यहाँ पे 3.5 का जैक दिया हुआ है और इसके अंदर हमको HDMI का एक पोर्ट दिया गया है जो यहाँ पे हमारा डिस्प्ले पोर्ट है ना, और डिस्प्ले पोर्ट आउट है। इसके अंदर आपको कोई भी एक्सटर्नल USB स्लॉट्स हैं वो नहीं मिलते। ये जो मॉनिटर है दिस इज़ गुड फॉर प्रोडक्टिविटी काइंड ऑफ वर्क। ये मेरे को लगभग 12-12.5 के आसपास पड़ा है, 12 के आसपास मान लो आप। इसको अब मैं सेट करूँगा और इसको सेट करने के बाद मैं आपको दिखाऊंगा। ये वैसा माउंट भी कंपैटिबल है। एंड द सेकंड थिंग इज़ इसकी जो एसेसरीज़ है, जो इसका स्टैंड है वो मैं आपको दिखा देता हूँ। दिस इज़ फ्रॉम BenQ, जैसे मैंने आपको पहले बताया था। इसके अलावा भी जो ऑप्शंस हैं वो मैं आपको बताऊंगा, तो इस वीडियो में आप बने रहें। इस मॉनिटर के बॉक्स के अंदर हमको 2 केबल मिलती हैं। एक है USB-C to C, क्योंकि आप डायरेक्टली अगर आपके मॉनिटर में अगर आपके पास जो कंप्यूटर है उसमें USB-C पोर्ट एज इन वो अगर DP सपोर्ट करता है, आप इस चीज़ का यूज़ कर सकते हो। अगर वो नहीं करता तो आपको HDMI का यूज़ करना पड़ेगा या फिर डिस्प्ले पोर्ट का यूज़ करना पड़ेगा, राइट। उसके अलावा इस मॉनिटर के बॉक्स के अंदर हमको एक ये केबल मिलती है जो इसकी पावर सोर्स केबल है। इस वाली केबल का जो सबसे बड़ा फ्लॉ है वो ये है कि इसके अंदर ये 16 एम्पेयर का सॉकेट आता है। तो इसके लिए आपको कुछ इस तरीके का कनेक्टर चाहिए होगा अगर आपके पास डायरेक्टली 16 एम्पेयर का सॉकेट नहीं है जहाँ पे आप इस मॉनिटर को यूज़ करना चाहते हो। तो ये वाला सॉकेट है, इसका मैं लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में दे दूँगा, आपको अमेज़ॉन से ईजिली मिल जाएगा। इसको आप बोलोगे कि 6 एम्पेयर टू 16 एम्पेयर कन्वर्टर, पहले इसका जो प्लग है वो इसमें लगाओगे, उसके बाद इसको आप 6 एम्पेयर वाले सॉकेट में लगाओगे। ये इसकी एसेसरी का पार्ट है। ये बेसिकली स्टैंड है जिसके ऊपर ये मॉनिटर खड़ा होगा। ये आगे से प्लास्टिक है, पीछे से एल्युमिनियम का बिल्ड इन्होंने करा हुआ है। दिस इज़ स्क्रू जिसको आप रोटेट करोगे और वो टाइट हो जाएगा। यहाँ पे आप ये स्क्रू देख सकते हो। इसके साथ एक और आता है स्टैंड जिसको मैं लेके आता हूँ और मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ। दिस इज़ द सेकंड स्टैंड जिसकी मैं बात कर रहा था। तो इसकी जो बिल्ड क्वालिटी है वो काफ़ी ज़्यादा सॉलिड है। ये वाली चीज़ यहाँ पे फिट हो जाएगी और ये वाला जो पार्ट है वो मॉनिटर में लगेगा, अटैच हो जाएगा डायरेक्टली। और इसके अंदर जो रोटेशन मोड आते हैं वो 3 टाइप के आते हैं, वो मैं आपको दिखाऊंगा अभी। पहले मैं इसको इसमें अटैच कर देता हूँ, फिर मॉनिटर को अटैच कर देता हूँ और उसके बाद मैं आपको ये इकट्ठा दिखाता हूँ। इसको अटैच करने के लिए हमको क्या करना है, जो हमारा ये स्टैंड मिला है हमको, इसका जो आगे वाला पार्ट है हमको इस तरीके से इसके अंदर इंसर्ट करना है और फिर ये जो पार्ट है इसको हमको बस क्लिक कर देना है तो ये लॉक हो जाएगा। तो अब ये वाला जो पार्ट है हमारा वो लग गया है। इसके बाद हमको जो यहाँ वाला पार्ट होता है वो हमको लगाना है, तो वो मैं एक बार सेट कर देता हूँ। अब ये जो पार्ट है वो यहाँ पे जाएगा इस तरीके से, और जो आप स्क्रू देख रहे हो फिर स्क्रू टाइट हो जाएगा। जैसे ही मैंने इस स्क्रू को टाइट करा, आप देखोगे कि हमारा ये पूरा मॉनिटर का जो सेटअप है वो तैयार हो चुका है। दोस्तों अब इस मॉनिटर को मैंने अपनी टेबल पे रख दिया है और आप देख सकते हो कि दिस इज़ अ 24 इंच मॉनिटर बाय द वे। इसकी डिटेल में मैं बात करूँगा कि आपको किस तरीके से साइज़ को फिगर आउट करना है कि आपको 27 चाहिए या फिर 24 इंच चाहिए, 31 इंच चाहिए, राइट। तो उनके बारे में मैं बात करूँगा आपसे। बट अभी फ़िलहाल के लिए मैं आपको केवल इसके बारे में दिखा रहा हूँ कि ये किस तरीके से लग रहा है। आप मेरी डेस्क देख सकते हो, दिस इज़ समवेयर अराउंड, ये 2 फीट की मेरी डेस्क है। ये 24 इंच का मॉनिटर है और आप देख सकते हो कि ये कितना स्पेस यहाँ पे ले रहा है, राइट। ये जो मॉनिटर है इसकी अगर मैं क्वालिटी के बारे में बात करूँ तो इसकी जो बिल्ड क्वालिटी है काफ़ी सॉलिड है। उसके बाद बट यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हो, पता नहीं आपको कितना दिख रहा है कि नहीं दिख रहा, बट यहाँ पे फिंगरप्रिंट स्क्रीन अट्रैक्ट कर रही है, तो प्रोबेबली हमको थोड़ा केयरफुल होना पड़ेगा। इसके जो बेजल्स हैं दे आर वेरी स्लिम। नीचे जो चिन वाला बेजल है वो थोड़ा सा है बड़ा, बट उसके अलावा इट लुक्स वेरी नाइस। इसके अंदर आपको 3 एडजस्टमेंट मोड मिलते हैं। पहला तो ये कि आप इसको नीचे लेके जा सकते हो, राइट। दूसरा आप इसको इस तरीके से एडजस्ट कर सकते हो, स्विंग कर सकते हो आप बेसिकली इसको। दूसरा, आप इसको एक हाथ से ऊपर उठा सकते हो डेफिनेटली, राइट। आप इसको पिवट में भी एडजस्ट कर सकते हो, तो आपको बस यहाँ से इस तरीके से फोर्स लगाना एंड देन यू कैन, आप इसको पिवट भी कर सकते हो। तो इसको पिवट में होने के बाद भी यू कैन स्विंग इट अप एंड डाउन, सो दैट थिंग कैन बी डन। एक जो मूवमेंट है इसके अंदर वो ये वाली मूवमेंट है कि आप इसको इस तरीके से भी रोटेट कर सकते हो, सो दैट इज़ अ गुड थिंग। ये वाली चीज़ यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हो, दिस इज़ दी आई केयर टेक्नोलॉजी बाय BenQ। सो दिस इज सम सॉर्ट ऑफ सेंसर टू सी हाउ मच लाइट you have in the room or wherever this monitor is, and it can adapt the brightness of the screen according to that. So that is a nice touch. And now I am going to connect the power cable to this monitor. I am going to turn it on. I am going to plug it in with my laptop, and then I will show you how easy it is to get started with this monitor. So as you can see that I have plugged this 16 ampere plug in this adapter socket, and now I am going to insert this in the power socket, and after that I'm going to plug this power connector in the monitor itself. So I've turned the monitor, and now I'm going to put this power cord in its place, and here you can see that it is done. Now the second thing which we have to do is we have to use this USB-C cable to put it in its place in the monitor, and then second we have to attach it with the laptop. So I'm going to do that now. So here you can see they have mentioned the USB-C over here, so I'm going to just put it in there. So we are done with the USB-C on the monitor, and now this is the other half which is left, and I'm going to put that in the laptop. So here you can see this is the 13-inch MacBook, and this is 24-inch BenQ monitor. And now what we have to do is we have to simply put this cable in the laptop, right? And now nothing happened. That is because we have to turn this monitor on, and here you can see that they have this button which is illuminated. So if I press this, nothing happened again. That is because I have to probably tight the power cord. So now that I've done it, I'm going to press this button again. I'm going to press it once more so that you can see that once it is turned off, this light will stop, right? And now turn it on again. That's how it looks when it is turned on, and the monitor is turned on, by the way. So it automatically figured out what it has to do when I connected the USB-C with this one. That's how it looks. I'll talk about the picture quality and everything. So here you can see that this cable is also charging my laptop, right? So this supports 60 watt power delivery, so it will charge the MacBook. And this is how the setup is. This is that Rapo keyboard. I created a video of that already. Let me show you if you have not seen that. So this is the long-term review of this keyboard, and this is the new mouse which I've taken. I'm going to create the video on this one as well. This is Logitech mouse. I'll talk about it in the depth. Now here, if I talk about the quality, then it is decent. This is a 24-inch full HD monitor. So the PPI for 24-inch monitor, which is full HD, is decent enough so that you don't see the pixelated text or the images, right? If you see on the MacBook side, right, and if you see it on the BenQ side, then you'll find that there is a little bit of a difference in the clarity. So I'm going to check that thing as well. I'm going to show you if the text is crisp or not, and you can see that I don't really find it pixelated. I think it's decent enough. If I show you a little bit closer, you can compare the size of 13-inch, 24-inch. I was thinking of getting 27-inch, but I figured out that that would be a little too much for this desk space, so I wanted to keep it minimal as well as something which can be useful as well. Now I'm going to walk you through the features of this monitor very quickly. So here you can see that they have multiple buttons over here, and this monitor has mic as well. So here you can see that once I pressed it, it is asking me to enable full functions. So I need to press the button which is here. So I'll press OK. Now this is saying standby mode is disabled by default. USB-C is detected. Do you want to enable USB-C in the monitor standby mode? I pressed OK. Now here, if I press this, then you can see that the mic is enabled, and now the mic is disabled. Here we have multiple options. This is the brightness. I'm pressing this button, by the way. If I press it again, then you can see that we have the scare mode and we have the coding mode. It is changing the contrast, I can say. So this is the care mode. Okay, so now if I go there once again, if I press here, then this will open the complete full-blown menu. I can navigate in this menu using these buttons, which are just underneath this menu icons. So I'm going to just navigate there and show you what things we have here. And here you can see that they have this multiple menu options like eye care, color, audio, custom, system, input. So here in the input, if you can give it multiple inputs. For example, you can connect your gaming console as well as your PC with this one. You can use both of them together and then you can just simply switch the input and you can play while you are working or however you want. What I really like about this monitor that they have this e-paper mode where it turns your screen completely like Kindle. So here you can see that they have turned it black and white, and it is good if you want to read something and if you spend a lot of time reading something, right? So that is good in that case. And now let's go outside. Let's go outside, and here if I go to the modes, so these are modes, guys. It's a bit tricky when you are getting started with the menu navigation thing in this monitor, and I think this is with the every monitor. So you have to get used to that, and I'm just trying that on my side as well. So these are the modes, and now I have to go inside, and here I can here you can see that here as I will navigate, you can see that the colors are shifting on the screen, right? Let me know which one is your favorite. So I'm setting it on the sRGB. I will talk about the specifications of this monitor, the technical specifications. Before that, let's just completely check out the menu here. So we have the brightness intelligence, and then low blue light pass, and then color weakness, and then we have some filters for some options for colors as well, brightness, contrast, sharpness, and then we have the audio here. If I go inside the audio, then you can see that we can choose between the different options for the audio scenario. And then here we can even select the speaker volume. You can also set this monitor for the daisy chaining if you're using Mac, so you can get the display out, and you can put that you can make that as the display in for the another monitor, so that you can do here as well. So this was high level about the settings. Now I'm going to show you the picture quality of this one, right? So I have this video playing here. I'm going to mute it, and so that you can see how the colors are looking. Alright, now I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to drag this window onto my Mac, and I want you to notice the difference in the color, right? Let me know in the comments if you are satisfied with the picture quality of this monitor or not. I'm going to repeat this same scene on the BenQ monitor. So this was the picture quality for you guys, and I'm going to talk a bit about the pricing of this monitor. So the shopping sales are going on both Flipkart as well as Amazon, and I'm going to drop the link of this one in the comments as well as in the description, so that you can go there and purchase it. You should get this monitor easily for around between 12 to 13, and I think that is decent price for this one. This is 24 inch with the 1080p full HD resolution basically, and you should not get the 27 inch version and full HD resolution, because you'll see the pixelated text as well as the images, so that is bad thing. Second thing which you need to consider is how far you are sitting from the monitor itself. So this is my chair, right? And here you can see that I sit here. So the distance between me and the monitor is like a distance of a hand. So in that scenario, 24 inches is fine. But if you're going to sit this close with the 27-inch monitor, then you will definitely see the pixelated values. So you should definitely not go with the 27-inch monitor in full HD resolution. You should go at least 2K resolution. But this situation will flip if you are sitting far away from your monitor, right? If you're just getting it to consume the content, right? So in that scenario, you can definitely take the 27-inch monitor in full HD resolution. So for example, if you are this far and if you play the video, it does not matter if you are using 27-inch monitor or 24-inch monitor. If you are really from far from the monitor, then you won't have that problem of pixelated text as well as pixelated videos or images, right? So this is the factor which you need to consider. Second thing which you need to consider is what is your use case of buying when you're buying the monitor. Are you just buying it for the productivity task, or are you just buying that for let's say gaming, right? So this monitor is not for gaming. You can do the casual gaming here, but I will not suggest buying this monitor just for the gaming purpose, right? So this is you can say highly focused towards the productivity task. This has various modes which you can see that really geared towards the productivity use case. For example, that e-paper mode and all those. This has 75 Hz of refresh rate. The contrast ratio of this monitor is 1000 to 1. More thing which I want to talk about, this monitor is 2485TC, right? There is another monitor which is 2486TC, and here you won't find that there is no major difference, but when you will go to the Flipkart or Amazon, then there will be a difference of let's say 1000 rupees. But I want to talk about why I chose this monitor over this monitor, right? So the major difference is the color. So I did not want to have the white color. If your preference is white, then you can definitely go with this monitor. This is a very nice monitor. Not much of a difference, and this is much more superior. Not much more, but substantially superior than this one. And I want to talk about the difference between these two, right? So if I go to the display of this one, then you can see that this white one has a native contrast of 1300 to 1, right? But this one has 1000 to 1. The refresh rate is 100 here, and here is 75. The color gamut is 99% sRGB, and here is 72% NTSC, which we can say that this one has a slightly better contrast. Obviously the contrast ratio is nice. The color gamut is definitely little bit better than 72% NTSC, not a lot. Another reason which you may prefer this monitor is because of this Ambook mode. I'm not really sure how this will function, because I checked a lot of YouTube videos and I did not find very much difference between this 2485TC as well as this one. So I'm not sure if this thing is just a gimmick, but if you want something which they have tuned the colors for specifically for the MacBook, then you can definitely try this one. Go ahead with this one. The only reason I will choose this 2486 is because of the contrast ratio, as well as I won't even go for the refresh rate, because it does not matter if you're not gaming, right? Generally, if you're having 60 Hz, then I think it's optimal for the day-to-day use cases, so should not matter. So I was talking about the power delivery from this monitor to this laptop, right? So this gives 60 watt and this gives 65 watt, and I was checking a lot of reviews for 2486TC, and the people were saying that they're having issues with the 65 watt power delivery from this monitor. So that was one more reason I sort of inclined towards 2485TC. Apart from that, there is one more difference which you should consider. So if you're looking for USB type A downstream ports, what it means is, let's say you connected your laptop to this monitor through the USB-C. Let's say now this monitor has additional USB type A ports, so you can plug your things in the monitor itself, and you can utilize those things you can use those things in the monitor. Basically it will downstream the connection from the monitor to the laptop. So that is one good use case. I mean, I will definitely recommend you this monitor if you are going to use it with the Windows. So definitely recommended for Windows as well as for the Mac as well. But you know that this power delivery thing I was a little dicey about, but there were few people mentioning this thing, but not a lot of people. But definitely I just wanted to highlight this thing because I read it. If I talk about eye care, then they have this brightness intelligence mode. 2486 has brightness intelligence Gen 2 because this is a latest monitor compared to this one. So if you are inclined towards buying the latest monitor which is recently released, then definitely this is the one. Now another monitor which I want to show you, this is the monitor. The model number for this one is GW2790QT, and this has all the features which I was explaining about 2486TC. But the good thing about this monitor is that it has 2K resolution, and this comes with the 27 inches. If you want to have 27-inch monitor, then you can definitely consider this option. And let me tell you that this has the downstream USB-A ports, it has HDMI ports, display port, USB-C port, and 3.5mm jack, right? And you can do the daisy chaining through this monitor as well. And this has the M-book mode, which that other monitor has as well. And most of the things are same with this monitor as well as this monitor 2790QT. The only difference is the resolution. So here you can see 2K monitor, right? So if you are buying a monitor for productivity, definitely consider this one. If you are preferring 27 inches, but if you are going with the 24 inches, go with this monitor. If you want to go with the safest option, if you want to like spend 1000 or 2000 extra, go with the 2486TC, because that is a new monitor and that has the downstream A ports as well. You can do the daisy chaining if you're using Mac, and you can also extend the monitors. I think using MST or something, right? You can do that if you're using Windows. This was about the high level overview of this thing. I'm going to use it for a few days. Again, I'm going to upload one video, so make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Please hit the bell icon and comment down below if you have more questions which you want me to answer in the next upcoming video. So definitely do that, and please make sure that you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.